Alright. Hello everyone. Reggie here. Today we'll be playing the Villains Maid. I've been meaning a while now to play this game, but number of things happen, of course, and yeah, during anything after the release date and things. So yeah. So this game is about a girl welcoming a villain. That's about all I can say about it. But somehow they became a maid, and that's all I could say. So, or offer. So without further ado, let's start the game. At least, it's also really. I'm going to need to balance out the audio a bit. I think it still might be loud. It might be heard. Sure, it's hard. Well, audio mixing will always be very hard. I'll be honest. Making sure we're recording, so okay. Welcome. I am not a narrator. I am simply aiding in the I am not a narrator. Read that. I am not a narrator. I am simply aiding in the narration of this prologue. And this story, while it includes me, revolves around someone else. This is a story about a young girl. For reasons, I shall keep secret. We shall refer to this girl as the girl. I always laugh about it, and ever since watching someone play Cat in the Box, and the main character is is a girl. So yeah, it's the girl. The girl live in a fantasy world where heroes and villains were talked about often in the news. I will just read a little bit again. Yep. Okay. Now it's a real quick skim. Okay, let me read. The girl live in a fantasy world where heroes and villains will talk about often in the news. Villains would make their presence known and destroy towns. Villains would make their presence known and destroy towns, and heroes would fight them to maintain the status quo. Heroes will be praised, and villains hid away in their castles. Despite the adventures and the chaos around the world, she grew up in a quite old-fashioned town that lived peacefully, safe from monsters. She was taught the difference between heroes and monsters. She was taught that heroes are good and noble. Not all the time, But for this game, that's going to be the case. And that all monsters are evil and out to get you. And even as the world's truth was right in front of her. Triple Lux. She kept her head low. Heroes live, and monsters must suffer and die. Pretty cliche story, as always. Unfortunate. But yeah. That was the law of nature she grew up hearing. Very sad. Today, she is 29 and working at her father's mini market. It was a boring job. It was a boring ass job, unfortunately. Let's enter her story, shall we? Triple nuts. Triple nuts. Now change to like non-theatric to just a real life. It's always so quiet today. I wonder why. Also, a literal supermarket. Like, there's like a little bit of water in here. I tuck my hair behind my ear, trying to listen through the silence. As quiet as it usually is, this is unsettling. As soon as I muttered that to myself, my father showed up. Damn it. Damn it. There you go. Father, what is happening? Why is the town gone silent? The Feeler Ganya mask and his monsters will be arriving to town soon. Triple nuts. That can't be. Here, to this town of all places. That's what some adventurers in the guild said. They're rumors, but it's best to believe them. Okay, I believe you. Close the doors and don't let anyone. We don't know if those horrors will try and deceive us. Pretend to be us. Understood. Good. Will you be going somewhere? I'll be staying with our neighbor. The poor woman wouldn't be able to defend herself if they attack. Protect the store. With that said, my father left the store. Goodbye. Being left alone, I walked towards the door to see if I could get a glance of the masked man himself. I am Masked the Masky. Foolish of me. Considering the town is big, it would be unlikely for him to pass through this street. I locked the door as father told me. Triple nuts. I never considered. What if those store opens their doors to them? It would be rude of us. At least one store should keep their doors open. True. Yeah. Yes. To visit our town. Having heard the rumors, they might try to kidnap a woman. I've heard they've been doing enough. I've heard they've been doing so in faraway towns. Most of them never been being heard of again. Everyone suspected they died at the Feeler Ganya Castle. Again, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, so I'm sorry in advance. And everything else. If there will be more. So there will be a problem if I leave the door open. Okay, let me repeat. So there will be a problem if I leave the door open, right? They would never take me anyway. If they do come here, I'll just treat them like I would any other client. So I locked the door and headed back to the counter. I closed my eyes and imagined what would it be like to have a famous villain in our shop. True. That is a very true feeling. Therapist healer Ganya, the math magician who spreads fear and terror across the world, and turns the monsters of society into his obedient minions. Or so they say. They often travel to small towns, not really caring at all if people fear them. To have that confidence, I know I will never meet them. For them to show up here, I can only imagine when I need to defend myself. I'm no fighter. I've never wanted to be a fighter. I've never wanted to be a fighter. Then, what would I do? Alright. Another triple dots, I guess. Let me just fix my headset helmets here. The other one I don't. The other ear I don't use. Well, dots. Good day. Ah. I apologize. I didn't mean to be so rude. I didn't notice there was a client. I didn't notice there was a client right in front of me. Alright. Triple dots. Triple dots. I was so lost in my own thought. I didn't even notice the kid. The kid. I couldn't help but stare at the scales on his face. They were a sign that he was a dragon. A blue one. Blue Dragon reference? Well, I don't know Blue Dragon completely. What can I say about it? I only heard of it. Seeing the mysterious man hiding his face and his companion being a blue dragon in human form made obvious the identity of my customers. The tall man spoke. Anything of your interest. Give me more time. Can't read all the labels in just 2 minutes. I'm not sure if I'm giving them a right voice. Then take as much time as you need. Are you looking for something specific? No. No. Then perhaps I could recommend something. No. From the way he replied, and the way he's looking around, he has something in mind, but doesn't want me to interrupt. I'll give the dragon boy as much time as he needs. I stayed on the counter, and I could hear the mumble of the young dragon. I could hear the mumble of the young dragon. There are no enchanted nuts here. Ha! You really expect there to be enchanted nuts at a place like this? You know what? I'll ask. Do you happen to have enchanted nuts here? Enchanted nuts? Based on their name, I can assume they were talking about some magical treat. Something no one would find in an old-fashioned town such as mine. It is a shame, but we do not. Triple nuts. A shame. I thought the people of this town didn't fancy enchanted items. I look around the store and lean over to check if there were people nearby. Other people, perhaps. Don't round me out, though. People lots. Hmm. Say, say, why did you leave the store open? Hmm. Well, every other store must be closed right now, right? So you don't have anywhere else to go shopping. Hmm. I see. Triple lots. The man with the hat keep looking in my general keep looking in my general direction. Still I couldn't tell what caught his eye, since the hat covered everything. Say, young lady. Triple lots. Eh? Would you be interested in coming with us? I would like you to work for me. What? Wait, what? The dragon boy stepped in, not having finished his search. Master, there is no need to ask her. Then he turned to look at me. You will be coming with us. Haha. So very forward, aren't you? If you, master, find it in you to be kind to her, and I shall be the one to order her to come with us. Triple Lutz. Huh? To go with you? I don't even know why you're asking me. You will know once we're at my castle. Huh? I This isn't say? This isn't happening. It's too Triple Lutz. I suppose I don't have a choice, do I? You know what? Just for this and having a single choice, go. Alright, we'll save it there. In case something happens. Go. I'll go. Good. Very good. Now, come here. We'll take the fast way. The fast way? Just stay close to me, okay? You too, Fajro. I know. Fajro. So that's a boy's name. Alright, guys. Here we go. While holding on to him, the world starts spinning around us. Or like revolve. The world revolving. Whoa. No. We were the ones spinning. Ugh. I'm getting dizzy. Well, I hope we don't get into SMT right now. Don't let go. I can feel my stomach turning. I don't know, I should have felt nauseous. I didn't. I felt joyous, driven by adrenaline. I had never seen something like this before. And then the spinning stopped. Triple Lutz? Where are we? Home. Your new home. Hopefully. My new home. First, let me get comfortable. He tossed his cloak away, revealing his true appearance, like a gentleman. Welcome to your new home. I am Solvis, Healer Ganya, and will be your new master. Sorby's Healer Ganya. I think I might have pronounced that really good, at least, on my first times. But those who might be having some trouble. Triple nuts. But I was the impression that the man at the store was with the Healer Ganya mask. I didn't expect this. The Healer Ganya mask was floating in midair and lacked the lower half of his legs. And its extravagant appearance didn't match the image I had of him. Not what I expected, correct? I'm sure you expected the Feeler Ganya mask to look more devilish. Horns, a giant cape to hide my claws, a big toned body and scars, giant fangs. I was expecting something more similar to an evil elegant human with a scary mask. That's a form I use when dealing with my enemies. They're much more graceful. But to come from my home, I prefer to look more like myself. And this appearance just put my lackeys at ease. I actually enjoy seeing you in your more monstrous appearance. It's really scary, now with actual fangs. And cool. Of course. And your mask is very creepy, with the menacing eyes and your creepy smile. Thank you, Fajro. Triple Lutz. Anyways, before I officially hire you and make you my newest minion, there is something I must ask. Yes? Why? Eh? That was surprisingly easy. You didn't put up a fight, or try to stop me from taking you with us. In fact, you just went along with our every word. Why? Triple Lutz. Why? Triple Lutz. I don't know. Come on. An average individual would at least try to not be taken away from their friends and family by a villain, would they? I guess. You guess. What an answer. You must have an actual answer, don't you? Triple Lutz. Because why didn't I put up a fight? It happened. Just as I was starting to imagine what would I do in case it happened. And then it happened. The moment arrived, and my choice was to go along with it. Why didn't I try to stay? I think Triple Lutz. I don't know. But there must be a reason, yes. I can't know. You can't know. What's stopping you? I just don't know. Stop asking me questions I do not know the answer to. My, how was certain? Triple nuts. Triple nuts. Consider this to be the one job interview I'll give you. Don't aim to give a complete answer, but something more simple. Triple nuts. My life hasn't amounted to much, has it? My life hasn't amounted to much, has it? I've lived 29 years, and all that time feels like it has been wasted on nothing. But that's not it. They could kill me at any moment if they so desire. It's better to go along with whatever they say. That's not it either. I can't get myself to give a full answer, or an answer that can truly say why I made the choice I did. So I settled on a simple answer. Something I can get myself to say. I think you asked nicely. And who am I to turn down such a polite request? Even if the young boy did order me to follow after you. A great answer. Yes. My pupil here to get in the way of my request by turning it into an order. I'm sorry, Master. It's alright, Fajro. Now I won't leave any details out. Miss, I would like to hire you as my maid. Just by looking at you, I can tell you'll do a good job. I will give you a place to sleep and eat, and we'll pay well too. I'll be paying you in large amounts in case you want a good peaceful retirement once you're too old to work. But most importantly, you will be mine. You will be mine, and you'll work for me only. And there it is. Despite his friendly personality, he's known for one thing. The most famous, oldest villain in this world. The Fularganya mask. A wicked magician who's known for once having been close to destroying the world centuries ago. And his minions known for destroying towns. No, countries. And yet, he's right here asking me to become his maid. Whatever shall I do? Triple nuts. Would you allow me to exist both here and in my hometown? Triple nuts. I will allow it. Triple nuts. Alright, so I feel like since this has multiple endings, what if I say refuse? Let's go for refuse. I apologize, but I can't accept this offer. I thank you, but I must refuse. So, is that so? Then you're of no use to us. Bye bye. I wasn't able to see his next move in time. He didn't even give me time to explain myself. He was too fast. Bye. Fajro. There was no need to do that. She would have grown into such a wonderful individual. Triple nuts. I'm sorry, Master. You're too trigger happy. You're too trigger happy these days. Triple nuts. Let's try it again. Understood. Bad ending 1, dust to dust. Alright. Accept the offer. I accept. I've been looking forward to working with everyone. Good, good. Well then, let's get you a more proper appearance. You know me as the world famous villain, do you not? And now you're the big bad's maid. I guess I am. Since you'll be tagging along, then I should at least get you to look the part. You don't exactly look like any of us. Oh. No worries. I'll take care of that. Here, let me just give you a small magical makeover. A little pass. Ah. I saw the world around me turn white. A bright light stopped me from seeing what was being done to my form. I could feel something deep within me changing. My clothes started glowing to the point. And I couldn't see anything. And then, ta-da! Welcome to the new you. Triple nuts. I looked down. My clothes. Wait. My voice. It's so high pitch. My hands immediately went towards my face, touching my lips and cheeks, trying to understand who they belong to. Okay, I think it might be still loud. A little lower to the volume. Sorry about that. Trying to understand who they belong to. Wonderful, is it not? I am great at magical transformations. Would be nice to see, like, you know. Just kidding. This is already good. It's pretty great. Villain. Here, take a better look at your more villainous self. Villainous. Very villainous. Triple nuts. A stranger was facing me, and yet I recognized my blue eyes. White dragon. Nah, just kidding. Also, I will admit about the art. It reminds me of Pipil a little bit. Like, I don't like really. I will say this as a compliment. It's really good. That's me. The stranger's voice was coming out of my throat. The stranger's mouth spoke as I did. Still surprised by the sound of my voice, I started letting out random sounds, like those of a child possessed. Ooh, yeah, ooh, whoa. I know that might not sound like, you know, but I just have to, like, you know. This way, you get to live both as an average citizen and the feeler gun you made. You know, like a secret identity. In a way. Speaking of said identity, your name. Hmm, not your old name. A new one. A new name. A new name. I can tell where this is going. I've seen it in fantasy, but since it's high pitch now, I guess I could voice it like that. A powerful magician taking someone's name away, and so rubbing their free will in the process. Giving them a new identity, claiming them as theirs. Alright. What name will I be given? Well, what name do you want? Triple Lutz. Eh? What do you want to be called? What do you want to be called? I get to choose. It makes the most sense for you to do so. Triple Lutz. Does it have to be a villain sounding name? If you want. However, I think you should pick whichever name makes you happy, makes you the happiest. A name. A new name. My name. I remember. There was a name I thought back when I was younger. A name I liked. Azarinta. Wow, an adorable name. Is it too much? Not at all. I love it. Adorinda. Adorinda Fuller Canyon. It will be a pleasure having you as a part of the family. Thank you. You'll handle cleaning, washing everyone's clothes, and fixing whatever mess they leave in their respective rooms. Isn't that great? Isn't that great, Fajro? Triple Lutz. Hold on. Yes, Fajro. Your word is everything, Master. Still, I believe your other minions and I would like to know our new maid better before properly welcoming her. I'm getting shivers. Well, that's understandable. I don't wish to act as an annoyance. And since I'll be entering the other minions' room, they may feel uncomfortable with having a stranger enter, right? I know, I would. And it would help to introduce you to everyone. I can show you the archives. Though then again, there are many of us. At least, the three highest ranking minions should do. Wouldn't you agree, Master? Triple Lutz? Sure, why not? Sure, why not? I trust you all with her life. Exclamation point. Good to know. I'm getting shivers again. Fajro, you'll tell everyone to prepare themselves. I know some might get annoyed if we just spring this on them out of nowhere. Will do. Farewell for now. I will be back once we're ready. And like that, Fajro left the room. He's so funny. His laugh, although I played along with it, along to his friendly demeanor, didn't put me at ease as much as he wanted it to. Triple Lutz. Sir? Master. Master Solvis. You can also just call me Solvis. I don't mind. Oh, Master Solvis. Should I be concerned? I couldn't help but feel shivers during the conversation. You should. Triple Lutz. I didn't expect such a direct answer. I see. I tried to joke around it, but I'm sure Fajro will be planning something to follow along with the other minions. Be planning something to follow along with. I'll try to joke around it, but I'm sure Fajro will be planning something to follow along with the other minion. That's all very nice. I remember a certain game that, of course, because like a certain demon lord game, a visual novel. They'll most likely test you. I mean, we're becoming like, something of the side of a villain, so like, see if you're good enough to be one of us. They don't want me to join. Earlier I could have sworn you would have killed me had I not answered yes to your invitation. Well, you're not far off. With him, you can really win either way most of the time. Most of the time. The other two will surely play along to whatever he is cooking. Well, definitely a term we'll be seeing a lot. Regardless of that, I can see why he'd like to test you. There's a reason. Well, you're a doormat. Ah, the guy with the direct answers. I'm sure he saw that in you, and will most likely use it against you. You see, it's good to be nice, but to let someone like me take you without that much of a fight, I'm sure he has problems with that. He surely thinks it is not good for me to have a minion with such an open mind. Someone that can be manipulated with ease if they're not careful. Someone who will say yes to everything. Yep, just to see. That's really me, just to see, like, sometimes for, like, bad enemies. Someone who will hide away from conflict. Triple Lutz. Is that the reason why you chose me? Well, you're the one who left the door open. Triple Lutz. At the moment, I might only wish to apologize out of embarrassment. And so I kept my head down. No person can tell how you're feeling when you keep your head down. Don't apologize. Look up. Look up. I'll help you out. I don't exactly know what Fajro and the others will be planning, yet I can still offer advice. Stand your ground. You can't just go along with everything everyone asks of you. If you do, you might just end up becoming someone's mate. Triple Lutz. Triple Lutz. You might not believe me yet, but I see potential in you. I see evil in you. Something like Naraku from Cafe Dreamland would say. Ah, yes. Triple Lutz. The potential to be evil? No. Of course not. The potential for something great. Triple Lutz. Triple Lutz. I understand. It hurts to hear, but he was right. Thank you. Hmm? Sorry, could you try that again? It lacks something. Triple S, the triple dots. Exclamation points. Thank you, thank you, Master. I was hoping you'd say thank you, Service. The Master is good too. I actually want to laugh. Master, I'm back. Hi. Is everyone ready? Triple nuts. They are. How creepy can someone be? Alright, Adorita. We'll talk later. Hope you get along with everyone. I will try my best. Triple nuts. Service. Good to know. Well, let's get going. I know my voice for him changes every time, so I'm sorry about that. But yes. Triple dots. So I'm not sure. There are randomized events, by the way. Or probably randomized every time. Triple dots. I followed Fajro around the hallways of the castle, not knowing what he was planning. He wouldn't just kill me, right? Triple dots. You're going to interact with the three highest ranking minions, and we will test your character. Starting with me. I have prepared my own personal test for you. A test is the best way to judge someone's character. Through a test? Yes. I understand. Good. Triple nuts. As much I will try to my best to get, as always, to the worst first, and we'll go to the best one. As we kept walking, we couldn't help but find Fajro to be an interesting person. So young, yet so cold. Someone that doesn't wear his emotion on his sleeve. And if he does show them, it's a gust terror and fear. He most likely doesn't have time for nonsensical conversations. It's very weak. Straight to the point. Okay. You check again? Yep. Do your duty. Or die by my hand while I laugh. There's the image that had formed in my head. Despite only knowing him for a few minutes. I like Fajro already, to be honest. I started to ponder if my view of him was a result of years of hearing stories of the Organia dragon. After twice, he might look innocent and withdrawn, but I knew the tale. You know what it reminds me of? A little bit of like 21 from BGR. And how many villages he's set on fire. Having seen his reaction from before. And how excited he was to test me. I thought to myself, he most likely will try to kill me. I'm sure he does not want me here. And yet, I have made my decision. I won't let this desire to get rid of me win over my desire to be here. We're here. Be careful with your steps while you enter. After hearing him say that, I slowly opened the door. As I did, I could feel it push something while it opened. Books. Books scattered all across the floor. On files are left open on the ground in a giant library. Welcome to the archive. With a smile. Triple bugs. I trust to believe this mess was caused only for the sake of testing. This is also my office. I am the archivist of this place. I see. I leaned down to get a closer look at some of the books left on the ground. Covers were neatly made, and most of the books were about fairy tales from this world. Tales I had only heard of in rumors, and some that I knew nothing about. Most stories were from centuries past, and even the books showed in their appearance of their old age. Anyway, see those books? Put all of them in their place, and you'll pass the test. Alright. Triple nuts. Anything else should I do? You can clean the room too if you want. But first you'll need to get their respect. Triple nuts. The books respect. The books. I didn't expect the first test would be so easy. Sure, there were many, but time wasn't an issue. Or perhaps there was a trick to how they must be ordered. I'd ordered them based on their book codes and used the books that remained in their shelves as reference. I'll do my best. Okay. I'll just watch. Alright. I'm not sure if I should stay weird. Creepy. Okay then. Let's see. I started picking up books from the floor. Suddenly noticing their appearance didn't match their weight. Wow. They're heavier than I thought. Hey, you would gain their respect with comments like those. In fact, you might anger them. Right? Huh? After Fajro said that, I felt my hand shake out of my control. The book I was holding was shaking uncontrollably, making me drop it. It escaped from my grasp, and when I picked it up, it opened itself to reveal teeth made of paper. The book jumped towards me, and I managed to avoid its attack by pushing it to the side. Be careful. They bite. A book jumped and bit my arm. It held onto my arm in its teeth, refusing to let go. Please stop. I tried to pull it away, but as much as I tried, it would not budge. The pressure of its fangs on my arm kept growing. I tried to pull away. It held tighter. It was stuck like a beast grasping its prey by the neck, knowing it will eventually die if it doesn't let go. I had to put my fingers between its pages to force it open, releasing my arm. In doing so, the book tried to escape. As it did, I tried to catch it, and it failed. Another book jumped towards my hands. To not done with its pages, so I back up with a pad. Back up with a panic. Ah, I don't think I could grab any of them. With every book running around the room, the task that was handed to me became impossible. Fajro, what should I do? Whoa? Are you giving up? Well, let's go and run away and save yourself. I didn't want to hit the books. I could tell Fajro would not want me to damage them. But I had to defend myself. My only choice was to run. So I began running. The books chased after me. They were faster than I was. Ah, I could feel them surround me. Oh, a book grabbed me by the ankle and bit into it, making me trip and fall. I tried to get back up, but one simple mistake. The books took the opportunity to jump. Sharp Teeth began biting my Sharp Teeth began biting at my chest, tearing it apart. It didn't even matter that they were made of paper. They were as sharp as glass. Legs, arms, hands, neck. I could feel my nerves and flesh being cut through my entire body. Pain radiated up my chest. Ah, it hurts. It hurts. With all of them on top of me, I could barely move. There was no one near the hallway I was in, and yet I still tried calling out for help. Fajro, help! Someone! Help me! Help me! Service! Help! It hurts! Help! Please! Help! Fajro! Help! Me! The bullets! There you go. Benedict 2 Papercut. Epic. Alright. Now we choose the right choice. Book the books in their place. That's right. Fajro told me to book the books in their place. And Master Service told me to stand my ground. Triple nuts. These books can move on their own will, right? Their own will, their own minds. My father said I need to get their respect. It was embarrassing, but if it's what I had to do, then I had to do. Listen! Exclamation point. With just one word, every book stopped moving. Get back to your shelves. Right now. There we go. Triple nuts. Classic. The books remained still. They didn't immediately go to their respective spots. What are you waiting for? Go back to your spots. Now. But after the last order, that they began moving. Slowly each book headed towards a different shelf. Some even help each other reach the higher places. And so the bookshelves slowly filled up. It worked. It actually worked. Good job. Good job. However, some books stayed close to me. One even began pushing itself against my legs. Huh? Seeing how it was not following the other books, I picked it up to see what it wanted. Is something wrong? It didn't seem to have anything strange going on with it. As I checked it, the book opened itself and began scrolling through its pages, eventually landing on a page that contained a small part of story for kids. You're a fantasy book, right? Triple dots. You want me to read you? Triple dots. The book remained still on the page containing the fictional story, as if waiting for me. Hmm. Hmm. It does. It's waiting. Alright. My apologies in advance for not being the best at reading out loud. Here we go. Alright. You're recording, just checking a little bit. Then the gentle princess, the gentle princess reached out to the man standing in the ring and said, I asked for nothing. My only concern is that you are happy and that your wishes are fulfilled. I don't know why I changed that. But that is the only thing I have left to care about in this world. This story. I haven't read this story in a long time. You've read it. That can't. That can't be. Most of these books contain stories that are forbidden in most towns. No, even in some countries. I know. I managed to find the story hidden in my town's library. It even had another book title as its cover to hide its true contents. I see. As we were talking, I started to feel more and more books pile up next to me. Eh? Do all of you want me to read you? There's so many of you. It'd take me a whole month to read all of you. Triple dots. You can just read one page of each, and they'll leave you alone. Understood. Well then, who shall I start with? After I asked, books began opening and closing at a rapid pace, acting like pigeons flapping their wings with excitement. Let's see. Let's go with you. I think this might be random. This might be the one that might be random at times. But I'm not gonna find it out. I'm not sure anyway. I might still try to find out the random things, but we'll see. The confrontation between the world's greatest magicians, magician. I'm just kidding. An event in which Master participated. A friendly competition. I opened a random page. The third match was between the Lord of Leaves and the Killer Ganyo magician. The battle itself took less than 1 minute, setting a record in history at the time. After the battle, the Killer Ganyo asked the referees if he was allowed to put an end to the Lord's magic for not having met his expectations, which they allowed. The masked magician then placed his hands on the Lord's face and absorbed all of his power, leaving him motionless on the arena. The match truly ended when the Lord turned into thousand leaves and left this world out of shame. Well, that was dark. well, well, that was terrible. That reminds me of like a certain line into like Dino Crisis. They don't really teach this kind of thing anymore. which is why we keep these books. And I take great care of them. All right, who's next? Wait. Fajro grabbed one of the books, was waiting next to me. That was waiting to be read. This, he then searched through the pages for a specific chapter. This one. He looks happy. I like him. I really like him. Not gonna lie. Sure. Let's read its contents. He interrupted at some points to explain the background behind the text. Alright. This book was written 430 years ago. The writer was a follower of masters and inspired they wrote novels about the lives of various villains. This page is specifically about Master's previous Dragon Companion. It really is fascinating to read about. Wait. He then took another book from the pile. This book actually contains more details about its life. It's about various famous monsters in history. Various famous monsters in history, not just villains. It's an interesting read. Oh, and we pick up another book. This one is about the very scientific details regarding some monster speaking. They're organized by their scientific. Ooh, interesting. You know, sometimes I would love to have like fantasy where it's about like, you know, also having their own science fiction names, scientific names. That'll be interesting. Triple nuts. You couldn't help but find charming how passionate he was. Very true. Very true. Anyway. Read a passage of each of them. And you'll pass your test. I will. So, if you want. How about after we're done with this test? We sit down to properly read them together. An exclamation point shock. And now we very cute face, triple nuts. Sure. Smile. We spent 2 hours reading book after book together. At one point, some books that had stayed in their shelves since the beginning began to wanting to be read by me too. I learned so much about the world in so little, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot about Fajro too. After each book had been read, there were none left on the floor. I hope this means I pass your test. Triple nuts. Let's get going. We left the other two waiting for too long. I have like two voices for Fajro. Like for seriousness and like, you know, it's entirely different voices. I look around the room to see if I could get the time from any nearby clocks. I couldn't find any. You know what time it is. Let me check. Place his hand near his lips, as if searching for something. Don't know. Left my phone elsewhere. No. Left my phone elsewhere. That's a little like bothered or like or worried. So in this world, we have like convenience store reps and like real cell phones. Which again, I would love to see sometimes like a fantasy mix of people nuts. You don't have a phone, do you? No. And there are no clocks around to help. They're not really needed. If I want to check the time, I just have to look at my phone. And you will always have a phone with you, like right now. All right. Okay. I'm just making sure if I read it with the right voice. It'll be good to get some clocks. People nuts. Let's just go before the others start getting angry at me. All right. We left the room and went on the floor to meet the next lackey. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I was thinking. I've heard stories of the few Organia monsters. Service minions. Are you wondering who will see next? Yes. As soon as I saw you at my father's mini market, I knew who you were. Killer guy is Blue Dragon. That's me. I must say, you're so young. I'm not. There you go. I'm 243. Very specific age. Wow. I don't really know if that's young or old. I think Master Service said that in human years, that will be around 20 years old. Then you are young. Anyway, I love the little monsters. I only really know you and Master Service. Everyone else is mostly a blur. Is mostly a blur. Really? That's a shame. Make sure not to say that in front of her, or you'll hurt her feelings. Her? Dr. Vesperta, with a smile on the face. Oh, and before we enter, remember this. She's a doctor, not a witch. Understood. We're here. Alright. Ready to know what bad endings we can get here now. We stood in front of a giant door, which was made of metal and had a very technological look to it. Ooh, are we going to see some computer here now? Vesperta, open the door. Triple nuts. Why should I? It looked like you guys were having a wonderful time. Leaving me waiting for hours like a fool. I could have been doing so much in 2 hours. But I was told to wait, so I just stood waiting. Right now, I am a corpse. I died while I waiting. Yeah, I died while waiting. Open the door. Yeah, sure. Oh, well, Adorita. Meet Dr. Vesperta. Triple nuts. Triple nuts. She's so tall. She might even be taller than Master Service. Then again, since Master Service floats and lack half of his legs, it's hard to tell. It's a pleasure to meet you. Triple nuts. I'm Adorinda. And we can get along. Triple nuts. Triple nuts. After a while, Vesperta started to hide away behind Fajro. True. True. It's an introvert. Nice to meet you. She's not used to. She's not used to meeting you people. Ah, I see. Vesperta, if it helps, her rank is lower than yours. You're her superior. Triple nuts. Wait, really? Yes. Triple nuts. Triple nuts. If that's the case, you. Yes? Yes. Call me Lady Vesperta. No. Say my Lady Vesperta. My Lady Vesperta? Yes. My Lady Vesperta? Yes, yes. I don't think I should let this continue. Let this, Fajro. You have to be really dominating so that all your minions respect your ranking. You're not allowed to laugh. I am Vesperta, and I am this world's most talented doctor. My contributions to medicine are envied by many. I will change society in every way. Statues will be made in my image. And everyone who doesn't fall to service needs will be poisoned by my hands. Triple nuts. I couldn't tell if she was silly, scary, or just strange. All right, Adorinda. Up until now, you were just a normal average town girl, right? Triple nuts. Well, it's a sorta. Pharmacy is new to me. Wait. Wait a minute. She grabbed me from my face and fully laid it down because of our difference in height. Her eyes stared through me. Being so close, I couldn't help but feel her warm breath on my face. I couldn't help but notice her sharp fangs getting closer and closer. Is this service doing? Yes? Ooh, ho 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 ho. Just like me. 10. Would you let me cut you open? Triple nuts. What? I must see for myself what service made with your body. What changes did he make? Did he alter your internal organs? I must inspect your insides for myself. Would you let me? Triple nuts. Triple nuts. Wait. I'm your superior. Show me your insides. It's allowed. Triple nuts. Am I even supposed to do? Am I even allowed to say no in this scenario? Alright. This is hard. This is going to be a hard choice because, like, I feel like no might be the right choice. But with the equipment right now as well going on, I feel like it's going to be an X-ray, right? This is a 50-50. We want to get as well the balance a little bit. I want to be a little silly. How about no thank you? No thank you. Ah, my apologies. Didn't mean to yell. Triple nuts. Triple nuts. Okay. She lost all her confidence with one strike. But it's been a long while since Solvis gave me anyone to work on. Did you work on one of my minions a few days ago? Okay, so this might be the right choice then. Well, yes. But that's not fun, because I can't take them apart. I was right. I should have let check. Can't take them apart. So I have to save another point. I care too much about them. But if it's someone from the outside, triple nuts. So this is what a true villain looks. So this is what a true villain is like. Even so, I understand your struggle. You do. However, I am now part of the Filargania family, and so I will not let you treat me as I will not let you treat me as an outsider. Triple nuts. I mean, you're still kind of an outsider. I don't know you. Let's change that. Let's try this again. I am Underrated. I'm underrated. I'm underrated. Underrated. Regarding your question, I'm a human, and I'll be your new maid. Triple nuts. That can't be right. What? If we pick you up from the streets like a stray cat, then you must be something. And then you must be something. Perhaps a gorgon. Or maybe a witch. Perhaps you're a shapeshifter. I've always wanted to cut open a shapeshifter. Well, not as long as I lived. I've always been a regular human. Triple nuts. Triple nuts. And you? Me? Well, I'm a doctor. Doctorate and all. And since you've been telling this the entire time out of my mouth, I'm gonna assume you're thinking one of two things. Yes, I'm a vampire. Really? Yeah. I used to look like any other human girl in the past. Service was the one to give me this more vampire I'm looking for. Took me a long time to get used to it, but I grew to love myself. So, it became this way after Master Service took you in. Nah, I was already a vampire before Service took me in. I'd already been othered. Triple nuts. Service also gave me this lab to work with. Reminds me of Castlevania. Just kidding. Let's not remind that. Which you'll have to clean which you'll have to clean whenever it gets messy. Which might get in the way of my work. I don't wish to be a bother while you work. I can clean it whenever you're resting, so that I don't get it away. Huh. Good luck. Miss Pearson sleeps in here more than she does in her room. I'm proud of that. It is a testament to how hard I work. Uh, hmm, we can think about what to do about it later. Oh, and you want to see some more of the recent project I've been working on. You recently asked me to create a chemical that can turn humans into man-eating plants. Man-eating plants? It's part of a project he's been cooking up for a few months. Well, sure. Show me as much as you desire. Show me as much as you desire. Alright. I really enjoy experimenting with people. So I keep the important parts, the most delightful one, in jars, in my freezer so that I can use them sooner than later. For personal fun, the not so good organs, I just keep in average plastic containers. Triple nuts. Think of a specific character in the novel I knew. I couldn't help but ask. Do you create monsters? Oh, I sure have. I've created many a creature and raised them too. You're like a mother in a way. I am. I have a wonderful mama to all my creations. And of course, they all serve under service. It is thanks to I that has gathered such a following. God, the dialogue stuttering is such a feeling at times. They also serve under my jurisdiction. I notice he only called Master Service by his name. I notice he only called Master Service by his name. Well, yeah, his service. Calling him Master is more a thing for the low ranking minions to do. Us big boys are allowed to just call him Service if we want. And you can call him Sorbai if you want to be playful. The Fajro here prefers the cordiality. Okay, so Fajro. He calls him Master so much it's contagious. Sometimes it makes me slip up and call him Master, and I hate it. It only makes sense for all minions to refer him as Master. Vesperta leaned down to whisper in my ear. He's a little uptight, but in the end he's just a kid compared to us. I can tell. Hey, I'm your superior. Superior to both of you. Yeah. Between you and me, I'll totally become his superior one. My skills and my talent will make the whole world feel me, envy me, praise me. I can taste it. The sweet smell of blood. Of victory, I guess. Wow. I couldn't help but admire Vesperta's confidence. To be able to proclaim her goals out loud with such a strong tone in her voice. Did I envy that? Seeing her, though, meeting her made me want to be just as amazing as her. Triple nuts. You're amazing. Exclamation point. Question mark. Yes, I am a... It's an exclamation, you know, it's just I. Yes, I am amazing, aren't I? We spent the following hours exploring the Spiritus life. Oh, yeah, well, Fajro interrupted us. Alright, I need to put a stop to this. But I haven't shown her my rainbow frogs. Just do your test so that we can get to Rome. My test? Yeah. Yes. Triple nuts. What test? To test to see if she is worthy of joining us. But I explained earlier. uh, yeah. I honestly didn't give it a shot. Well, I'm ordering you to stop rambling and test her as you were you were told to do so. Fine. Triple nuts. Another reason. Hey, I'm awesome. Triple nuts. You're awesome. You passed. You passed. Yay. There. Triple nuts. Let's just go. We left poor Rompus waiting for 3 hours. He can't wait. Wait. Actually, he can't. Oops. Question mark. Rumpus. Even if you don't fully know his name, I'm sure you've heard of him. Eulerganius Warlord. Triple nuts. Triple nuts. Ah. Even I knew of Eulerganius Werewolf. A creature despised across many countries, his reputation even capable of being compared to that of his master. So, some even some even considered him his own villain, separate from Master Sorbus. A wolf that ate his own family, and in doing so became half human. No person can reason with it. And if you get in its way, it will eat you while you're still alive. Triple nuts? Ah, triple nuts. It's just now hitting you. Eh? What is? I think she's starting to realize with whom she has aligned herself. Ah, triple nuts. Ooh, I see. She didn't fully get it until now, did she? Come on, girl. Don't be foolish. Where did you think I got all my organs from? Well, not my organs. They belong to the most awful individual. Truly wicked. But they were still human in the end. Members of Adventurer Guild. I crushed them with my hands. I destroyed several towns and turned them to ashes. Ashes? Gold. Bones. Sure, they throw rocks at me. They threw rocks at whatever looked different. They took my hands and tried cutting them away. They took part of my tail and cut it away. Still, I was the one who took their life. Carried their corpses into poorly cooked chickens. To do the worst we can imagine, to dissect them, to burn them alive, triple nuts, to eat them, triple nuts, triple nuts. If you wish to run away, as much as it hurts, I'll leave the door open. I would stop you. Triple nuts. Sigh. It would be great to have someone praising me like you do every day. I was hoping to kill you while dissecting you, but I actually really like you. If you started to regret your decision, you will understand. Triple Lutz. I run away. I even consider that a choice until now. But now that I'm being given the opportunity, why am I not running? Triple Lutz. I don't know what to say. But you must have an idea regarding what we've said. And if I don't, you must. Triple Lutz. I've chosen to be here. Triple Lutz. But have I truly? If I have, why? Anyone else would run away given a chance. But anyone else chosen what I'm choosing. Fajro, enough. Alright, Adorinda. Keep the answer to yourself if you want. Triple Lutz. The way she said that made me feel like she knew me more than I did. Let's go see him. Vesperta. We'll see you once we're done with Rombus. Triple Lutz. I'll go, I'll go check on Swabbis. Let's go, Adorinda. Yes. Alright. This time we went down floor after floor after floor. Alright. So we're gonna save here and let's check the other choice first. Now we're going to load. It's already on load, so make sure. Yes. We'll make our letter check. So let's see what will happen. You go up. You're allowed to check it. Triple Lutz. Yay! 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 I mean, good. Oh, I wonder. What are you? A witch? Perhaps a shapeshifter? Shapeshifter? I've always wanted to cut open a shapeshifter. That would be the most wonderful birthday present. It's not my birthday. Okay. Wait here. Esperta started looking for something around the various chemicals in the room. Triple Lutz. Why? I don't know. I just thought I had to say yes. Why would you even feel the need to say yes? Triple Lutz. Here. She brought a small glass of wine. She brought a small glass vial containing a pink liquid. Drink this. What is that? A pink liquid. Triple Lutz. Drink it. Triple Lutz. Drink it. Understood. As I began drinking, I could feel the drink of it. As I began drinking, I could feel the drink's effect take place as soon as it touched my lips. And after just a few seconds, I fell to the ground. Although I was awake, I could barely feel anything. Is that anesthesia? I couldn't even feel as Vesperta picked me up and placed me on a table. And later, I was incapable of feeling her hand going through my ribcage. Fajro, check this out. Isn't it wonderful? Derby's surely outdid himself. Triple Lutz. Adorinda. Can you put her back together? You're joking, right? Derby's made this body. He's only done that twice, and I can't experiment on my own. On my own body. Triple Lutz. I didn't drink mad science, okay. Now we continue now. Alright. Alright, this time we went down floor after floor after floor. I have to read it again just to make sure. We went all the way down. With each floor, we walked through various rooms and hallways, greeting many guards and some other lackeys service had working for him. Greeting them,
I couldn't help but wonder if most of them had been made by Vesperta. By Vesperta. So I didn't have to wonder much in regard to the guards. Alright. There were zombies in uniform, and I could even recognize some faces as past heroes who had fallen to the feudal Ghanaians. This one, though, I can see a little bit of the background. Anime. I'm just kidding. Past heroes were now serving under the ruling of Master Service. I wondered if they could still remember their old life. Alright. Or if now, or if now with their undead life, had completely given themselves to Master Service. I didn't dare to ask. Triple Lutz? Hey. Yes? Triple Lutz? I call you Addery. Huh? Only if it's alright with you. I thought you were the more the type to decide instead of asking people. I am. However, however, Triple Lutz. Triple Lutz? From my silence, not being able to give a proper reason why, I laughed. You can call me as well. You can call me Addery as much as you want, Fajro. Triple Nuts. That would be nice if it also changed the name as well, Triple Nuts. Good to know. We kept going for minutes until we reached the Filarganya underground dungeon. Why is he so far away from everything else? He doesn't like going up or being nearby others. Unless he's got a reason to. Ah, and another thing. He has a lot of animals to take care of. Those are creatures from all around the world. Known for the chaos they've caused. Say the name, we've got it. Various monsters in different sizes. Some of them screaming after seeing me for the first time. Despite being monsters, I could tell what they were thinking. Look, a new prey. A new toy is what I might be to them. Only if I'm not careful. If it had not been for the barriers keeping us apart, I would have died the moment I descended to the underground. They didn't seem to mind Fajro. Instead, all their eyes were locked on me. Their growls and screams made my knees weak. And I became aware of my own breathing. Beautiful creatures, aren't they? Unfortunately for me, they're all so noisy. Sorry, but I don't know for how long I'll be able to be in here unless Robbie gets them to shut up. What? Wait, no, please. Don't leave me alone in here. Elvis, we've arrived. Triple Lutz? That horrible growling. What's coming from behind me? I looked up. In the darkness, his eyes glowed like that of a demon. He looks awesome. Sorry. The body tried its best not to move in order to survive. Being so close, I could smell his foul breath. Warm. It reeked. It reeked of iron. Warm, putrid iron. The warm iron mixed with the acid in my throat. Triple lots, triple lots. Rumpus, this is adoration. Adori, this is Rumpus loophole. Yep. The demon man ran on four legs away from us two. LPs now locked their gazes on him as he cowered in the corner of the dungeon. Their hellish voices now turned into pouts, all wanting to get Rumpus' attention. I I was waiting upstairs and you weren't there. Triple nuts. Yeah, sorry. Vesperta took Adarita and would not let her go. Yeah, sorry. Very again. Vesperta took Adarita and would not let her go. Hey, don't be a grouch with our new member. I took a step forward, wanting to introduce myself properly. And all the monsters began screaming again. Fajro was so overwhelmed by the noise that he fell to his knees, clutching his headphones with both hands. That's it. I'll wait for you upstairs. He stood up and began running away. Wait. I tried reaching out to him, but my own knees gave up on me and I fell to the floor. Fajro. Triple butts. He. You. You want to run. Run away, run away. I understand. I would run away from me too. Triple nuts. Without thinking, I asked. Why is that? Triple nuts. Why would you run away from yourself? Triple nuts. You can see me. You can tell. And I can tell by your face. Know who I am. You know who I am. Who am I, boy? In unison, all creatures began yelling in a tongue I have never heard before. No, it could barely be called a language. A hideous opera. That's me. Triple Lux. Fajro. Even Fajro wants to be here. I don't get what the point of this is. Just leave. You're not needed. You won't even need to come down here if you do end up working here. The trash just gets magic away. Wait, really? If that's the case, why would Master Service hire me? How should I know? Leave. Run away before I eat you. I don't know. I'll eat you. Triple nuts. What should I do? Well, we got multiple choices. Two of these choices are likely bad endings, and only one. I'm not sure if I think it might be confront, might be the right answer. I'm going to guess on that. Let's first be obvious and select what would be the bad choice and would likely be. Let's go give up. Triple nuts. I walked away. I walked up the stairs that led to the hallway. I thought about what he said. No, I wasn't needed. That's right. I'm not needed here. I'm not needed. I shouldn't be here. That's not overwhelming. I began running, just like he ordered me to. I ran out of the underground dungeon. I didn't know where to go, so I just ran in every direction until I found the main door. It had been left open. The guards didn't try to stop me. I left and I escaped through the gates that kept the castle safe. But I tumbled and fell to my knees on some rock. I kept running through the pain. I ran through the forest that surrounded the Feeler Gang's castle. And as I did, I felt someone appear right next to me. Triple Lutz. Nah. Triple Lutz. Triple Lutz. I apologize for bothering you, but I don't know where I am. Who are you? Triple Lutz. I'll try to explain my strange situation. I came to a dreadful realization. Who am I? I tried to think of my name. Nothing. I tried to think my path. Tried to think of my past. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Think of any memories or sense of identity. Me, I'm nobody special. As for you, you're under death, aren't you? You run a local bakery at the town next to this forest, don't you? That's... Well, that's... The mere mention of the name resonated with me. That name. That's right. That's right. That's my name. I can't believe I forgot for a moment. However, those clothes don't really seem to fit the baker. Here, let me help you. With a snap of his fingers, I just started glowing with a bright yellow light. Started floating on its own, and it turned into a baker's uniform. Much better. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get going. Good luck with your new life. Ah, wait. The strange man left before I could say anything. I walked away and never saw that man, and I never saw that man again. Without my knowing, I had been given a new life, one in which I would be happy. In a town in which everyone knew each other. This was not my previous town. It was a new one. A new life. A chance to start again in a small town with happy townsfolk. And they all cared for each other, no matter how odd they were. Bad ending 5. Happy ignorance. That's 5. Interesting. Alright. I'm going to guess it's persuade him. If it's confront him, then I'll freak me, I guess. I'm gonna try persuade him. Triple Lutz. I started walking towards where Rumpus was cowering. That was the right one. Oh my god. That might be the right one. Well, there's a CG, Triple Lutz. What are you doing? Leave. Triple nuts. The monster's growl became weaker. Wait to see what I would do. Just go, or I'll eat you. Triple nuts. If you really are the terrible monster that is going to eat, why are you cowering in fear? Triple nuts. Didn't you hear? I'll eat you. Well, maybe you are holding back from doing that. You could have eaten me since I entered. Master Sorbis did tell Fajro to ensure. He'll tell Fajro he entrusted you all with my life. And I'm sure Fajro told you as well. You're allowed to do anything to me, right? Triple nuts. I got attacked by both. Maybe Vesperta wanted to cut me open. So, if you want to eat me, you can go ahead. But I don't think you want to. Triple nuts. I don't. I don't. I only eat people I don't like. If you're here, Vesperta and Fajro like you. I don't want to dislike you. In a way, I was right. Triple nuts. I'm glad. Exclamation point. Give us a second. Rumpus got behind me. I wasn't even able to see it happen. He saved me from being eaten by one of his creatures. No, no, no. Bad. Bad. She's not food. Get back. The monster went back to hiding in itself, and the other monsters did share its room. It shared its room, began kicking it and biting it. After Rumpus growl, the other monsters left the one that was trying to eat me alone. Triple Lutz, it really isn't safe here. Let's get you out. Ah, wait. I haven't properly introduced myself yet. I'm Adorida. You're a new maid. And you are. Triple Lutz. You already knew. Triple Lutz. I'm Rumpus. Rumpus Lupo. You prefer to be called just Rumpus? Yeah. Yeah. Well, Rumpus, it's like to make your acquaintance. Triple Lutz. So, Roger said I should do a test of some sort, but I was never good with tests. I don't think I'd be able to give someone else a test. I look around the room and the creature's staring at us. You can introduce me to them if you want. Triple nuts. They could try and kill you, you know. At this point, what hasn't? Besides, their screams stopped the moment we began the chat. So maybe as long as I'm around you, I'll be fine. What do you say? Triple nuts. Sure. With a very big smile. Ah. We began pointing towards various monsters, all completely different from each other. He went towards a small deer, looking animal, that had one eye instead of two. That's the weaver. She likes to create misty clouds. She's so small compared to the others. Yeah. He then pointed towards a 6 foot tall blue ball of hair. That's Galmeria. Galmeria. Oh wait, they didn't read it. They like fish. There we go. What are they? They're a Capipapilapilius. They're a Capipapilapilius. They're known for being giant balls of hair. Capipapilius. Like Capipapilius. Capipapyrus. They do have eyes and a mouth. They do have eyes and a mouth, but they're hard to see because of the fur. They also have hobbies depending on their colors. Blue Capipa Pilapilus enjoy ball games. You play with them often. Sometimes. Bumpy's pointed towards the monster that tried to eat me. That's Kitty. It was still cowering in the corner of itself. Kitty, come here. Kitty, as Rumpy called it, was a giant cat with a giraffe-like neck that allowed to push its head outside of itself. Despite having the ears and whiskers of a cat, and having the body of one, its face was grossly human. Its face was grossly human, and its eyes glowed in the dark, the same way Rumpus' eyes did. Alright. Say you're sorry. It's alright. There's no need. Rumpus went to the back of the room to look for something. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, it's Rumpus. Hold on. Triple nuts. Here. And he came back with a human leg. Triple nuts. Oh. He must be hungry. You can feed him this. Rumpus realized that the piece of meat he was holding was still bleeding, and it could ruin my new dress. Hold on. Triple nuts. I can do it. If I get dirty, I'll just take care of it later. After all, I am the new maid. Oh yeah. Here. As I fed Kitty, other monsters lined up to be fed as well. Rumpus brought more meat, and little by little, together we fed every monster there was. So Rumpus said he'd take care of the more dangerous ones. As I look around the room, I could see how some of the creatures locked behind the bars. And locked behind bars weren't even scary. Yeah, a bird with a single eye. I think it's a one eye. Go. They were just slightly strange variants of animals I had seen before. Kind of like Humaniki and the fan games. Then I could tell that if someone from my village was to see them, They scream and try to kill every single one of them. Triple nuts. Most people. No. Everyone hates them. They'll do anything to rid the world of them. I don't like that. Right? Making sure of it. They deserve to be treated with respect. I really like them. That's why I asked the boss to give them a place to stay. Triple nuts. That's really kind of you. If Fajro could, he'd probably be the one taking care of demos. But he can't stand their loud voices. To get rid of those, no one will care. And to see the beauty in them. I find that to be wonderful of you. Blushes, Triple nuts. Eventually, all our had passed, and Fajro came back. Rumpus, you didn't kill her, did you? I haven't. Have I? I'm still alive. Good. It's my try to remain stoic. I can feel Fajro's relief from where I was standing. I can see you're not grumpy anymore. Triple nuts. I like her. Yeah, with a smile. I like the character so far. Really neat. We feel the same way. Triple nuts. I like both of you too. Triple nuts. With a blush. Your tail is wagging. Let's get back to Master. Rumpus, are you coming with us? Sure. As we went upstairs, I could hear the monsters call to their owner. Not wanting to see them. I should have read that later, because I was going to save first, and load again and see the other choice. Yes. Now let's try confront him. Triple nuts. I won't let you eat me. Triple nuts. I was hired to be here by Master Service. And I won't run away just because he told me to. Shut up. I won't. No. Shut up. You're being too loud. Or else. Jump. Triple nuts. How annoying. Vanity 4. Pet food. Right. Now we continue. And let's read again. As we went upstairs, I could hear the monsters call to their owner. Not wanting to see him leave. Still loud. Yeah. Fajro doesn't like, but it's unnecessary of you. It's fun. Eventually, we made it back to what I assume was Service Strong Room. Adorinda. There we go. Adorinda. I'm so glad to see you again. Well, and is that blood on your apron? You've spent 4 hours in here. How did you manage to kill something already? I know I shouldn't have given you to them. They've already destroyed your morals. I haven't killed anything. I was merely helping Rumpus feed everyone in the dungeon. Oh, I see. Well, you'll be the one to take care of the dress. So I won't need to worry. At that moment, someone else entered the room, and they were very happy to see me. Ah, Tolinda. Oh my, you smell fancy. Lady Vesperta. Triple exclamation points. A triple dodge and triple exclamation. I'm sorry, lady. Ah. You can tell her to call you lady. Triple dodge. Yes, and I am proud of it. I guess that is what I am to her. Adelina, just call her Dr. Vesperta. Let's call her Dr. Vesperta. Understood. That is still a good title, so I'll allow it. You may call me Dr. Vesperta. Understood, Dr. Vesperta. You're such an idiot. You know, only low-ranking servants should call you lady. Yeah. Wait. Is Adelinda not a low-ranking minion? Master decided she would not be. Still, she is inferior to you in ranking. Triple Lutz. It was at that moment that I realized how odd it was for me, a maid, to be treated like their equal. Even the other minions we passed by in the hallways acted as if I was of a higher position than them. By the way, Rhombus, it's odd to see you outside the dungeon. By the way, Damsu, you smell rotten. I thought you'd like it. Just because I like blood, it doesn't mean that I like rotten flesh. Apart from my blood stored nicely and well kept, I don't like rotten flesh either. I don't like it. I mix that up. Okay. I don't like rotten flesh either. I prefer men when they're still living. Well, that makes two of us. Make it three. Oh, how I love you all. Well, Adorinda, did you have fun meeting everyone? I did. So, I must ask, if you allow me. Well, there are too many questions roaming around my head. If I try to put them all into one, it's a simple question. What made you decide to harm me? That's a good question. I'm curious about that too. Why hire a maid? There isn't really a need. Yes, exactly. I want Adorida here, but we don't need the maid. Triple nuts. Oh, sorry. I must have misheard. You just say we don't need one. Question mark. Okay, let me just have a recap. I didn't need to press immediately. Triple nuts for the both of them, I guess. I'm tired of cleaning all your messes. What? You think the trash just magic away itself? Both Vesperta and Rhombus fell to their knees and groveled. We are truly sorry, Master. You should be. Don't talk like you're not guilty. I'm not guilty. I would never leave a mess Master would feel obliged to clean. Well. Seeing how my most highly ranked minion enjoyed the presence of our newest member, let's make it official. Let's do so. Yes. Exclamation point. Yes. Dorinda, my goal in this world is to fulfill the wishes of those who work for me. People nuts. Sorry, I can't be that serious. My goal is to fulfill my friends' wishes. And to do so, I must conquer this world and claim it as my own. People nuts. This form is not quite right for something this important. Master Service walked up to his throne and sat, his form taking a more menacing appearance. And after transforming, all other minions present in the room kneeled down to him. Much better. Triple nuts. Also, that looks really cool. Let's go back a little bit. There you go. And now we stare a little first. For a second, we'll continue. Triple nuts. Oh my. Oh my. To preserve this world's dark history. To be known and beloved. To keep monsters like us safe. To make a world in which we're allowed to exist and do as we please. That is my goal. Now, under the feeler guy, will you join me? People nuts. At that moment, a guard barged into the room. Lord Feeler Ganya, I request permission to speak. Triple nuts. Granted. And notice the guard referred to him as a lord. It made me wonder if different ranks referred to service in different ways. It also made me wonder what the difference between master and lord was. Alright. You have visitors. They're waiting at the entrance, and the rest of the guards are defending themselves. Exclamation point. And who are these visitors that are making the guards feel the need to fight? They're from the town known as Malmo. Exclamation point. That's my hometown. They say they're looking for. That's enough. Triple nuts. I'll go see them myself. Triple nuts. I'm coming with you. Understood. If that's the case, then I'll go too. Wait, if everyone is going, then I want to go too. I don't want to be left alone. I don't want to be left alone all the way up here. Everyone. Alright. We're all going. But try not to scare our guests too much until we hear them out. Will you? People nuts. The people of my town came into the Fularganian castle. Castle itself is far away. Hours away. These foreigners are so advanced. That meant they came here as soon as I left. To be in such a hurry, it made my conviction waver. Once we got to the first floor, all guards surrounded the main entrance. The master service had to order them to move out of our way. With this entrance, all guards kneeled down and gave way for the five of us. And in doing so, I was capable of seeing who had come because of me. Where is he? Where did you take him? Triple nuts. Bah. Where's my son? Speak, monsters. And when I heard Master's voice, it felt like it reverberated through my heart. You dare barge into my castle and demand things of me? The son of the screaming man. Allow me to know it wasn't just me. Do not let yourselves be intimidated. Speak, beast. Where is my son? Where is he? Triple nuts. I'm gonna control my own reading. Service and Fajro, who met me at the store, simply stared at my father with spite. Meanwhile, Esperta and Rumpus turned to look at me. What did they see in my expression? Could they see my despair? I couldn't help but wonder. They both kept turning from looking at me to looking at my father. They both quickly realized what was happening. I could barely stand. No. Master, should I pulverize them? Fajro. Service. Let me take them. I could cut them all apart and stitch them together into more likable people. Let me repeat that. Service, let me take them. Let me take them. I could cut them all apart and stitch them together into more likable people. Vesperta. Boss, I don't like them. Rumpus. Prepare yourselves for when they decide to attack. Father, I don't want them to die. I don't want anyone here to die. They were going to die unless I go back to my hometown, aren't they? But I don't want to. Adorinda. And then I heard Serby's voice in my head, as if it were my own thoughts I was hearing. Adorinda, I understand the conflict you're facing right now. I really do. Knowing how kind you are, you don't want anyone here to get hurt. Isn't that right? Master Sarfis, please, do not kill them. Do not worry. I won't. But someone has to do something. If not you, then the trio here will jump in. Triple nuts. What am I supposed to do? You could take the easy route. You could take the easy route. You could kill them yourself. You could kill them yourself. However, I know more than anyone here. Why would you would not want to do that? Triple nuts. Like I said, that's the easy route. There is another way. What? What is it? What should I do? Simple. Kick them out yourself. Kick them out yourself. Huh? If you want them to leave, make them leave. Scare them. Traumatize them. Make them never want to set foot in this castle again. I can't. I'm powerless again against them. They're strong adventurers and I... Triple nuts. I assure you, you can do it. You've always had the power, right? You're a smart girl. I'm sure you'll figure it out. But it better be soon. Right now, they're all barred. They're all barred because they're afraid. And that won't last for long. Speak, monster. Where is he? Master. Wait. Triple Lutz. Our friends wish to kill. Our friends wish to kill. As that was the, as that is was the, that is what they wish for. I often let them. However, this situation doesn't concern them. Think of a way in which no one will perish. For I know that is what you wish. Ah, I choose to. I choose. Alright. Let's save it for now. We have three options. I guess I'll just leave it up for the trio. I like to see more murder action. I Triple Lutz. I fell down to my knees. Sorry, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I froze. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Triple Lutz. Triple Lutz. Master service, I leave it up to them. Triple Lutz. You three can decide who shall take care of them. Exclamation point. Then, rock, paper, scissors. Boo. Boo. It's only fair. It's only fair. Spartak's too smart, and Rumpus is too strong. And Rumpus is too strong. This way, it's fair. Well, at least you managed to flatter me. At least you managed to flatter me. Okay, let's do it. Whatever. Rock, paper, scissors. I think this might be another random one. I win. Nice. Boo, cheater. But for every cheater, you always win. Quiet down. I simply figured out that you both start with rock. Master, may I? You may. Triple Lutz. Adorinda, may I? May I? Triple Lutz. What? What? May I take care of them for you? I will only do something if I have permission. If I have your permission, as well as Master's. It was at that moment that I truly fell into temptation. The idea of letting someone else take care of my problems. Triple Lutz. You may. Triple Lutz. Thank you, Adari. Triple Lutz. Triple Lutz. Well then. The men began backing off, pointing all their weapons towards Fajro. You feel Argania jargon. I do have an actual name, but I would never give it away to the likes of you. It's unforgivable. To barge in, making use of the door I left open. I cannot forgive myself for making such a mistake. And I can't forgive you because you weren't invited here. Your mere presence is unforgivable. While Fajro was talking, an arrow was shot at him. In less than a second, Fajro raised his hand and put it in the way, hitting the arrow in his face. The men were left trembling in fear. such old-fashioned weapons. It doesn't even have any curses or spells attached to it. Even a gun could have done some damage. Doesn't matter. You already show your foolishness by entering the plus level enemy castle. Poof. As soon as he said that, the men were enveloped by flames. Ah! Ah! I can only watch as the men screamed in pain. I can only watch as the men screamed in pain. Their voices being torn apart by flames. Their voices being torn apart by the flames. I heard their screams be drowned by the fire reaching their throats. And then my father for last. Monster! I wasn't going to directly attack anyone. And I can't forgive you for killing my men. Forgive? Forgive? Now you're the one who can't forgive me. I couldn't watch. You're the one who made the mistake. It's unforgivable. It's unforgivable. Urusanai. Unforgivable. So many of it. Unforgivable. You dare enter Master's Palace and not perish. Unforgivable. Foolish and arrogant. Burn. 4 burns. Burn to hell. A lot of ha. There, at least I tried. I can hear the flames and the smell of scent of roasted meat fill the room. Sorry. Sorry, look. Triple Lutz. You won't have to deal with him anymore. He's gone. Never again. Despite everything, I couldn't handle seeing my father perish. I broke into tears. I broke as a person. The spark service was seeing in me like that day. There wasn't a point in keeping me around for the purpose he had. And again, I had nowhere left to go. I gave in to what I had been offered that day, leaving behind what defined me. Each day I see my master worried, knowing he wasn't able to help me the way we both wanted. He wanted me to bring the sun to the darkness. But in the end, whatever light I had was not strong enough. I was not strong enough. Alright, war's ending, broken me. There we go. Alright, let's check the other choices. Alright, let's probably select the one that I think it's another not good one. Next service for now. Triple Lutz. Master service. Isn't there anything you can do? Triple Lutz. Is there anything you can do? Don't kill them. Spare them. I beg of you. Please. Service. Please. Triple Lutz. I fell to my knees and kneeled on the floor. Please. Spare them. Adorinda. Triple Lutz. Triple Lutz. Triple Lutz. Alright. Boys, step aside. Boys, step aside. Yes, Master. Yes, Master. Really? That's the right choice? Or I'm not sure. Everyone, including the guards, gave way for Master Service. Go up down the stairs and stand in front of the adventurers. You're sleep. As soon as Master Sorbet said that, they all fell to the floor. Although they appeared to be asleep, all their eyes remained open. I had never seen such fear in my father's eyes. You will go back to your town, claiming you found your child in the forest. He then turned around to face me. You, the child, will go back to your town for the time being. Triple Lutz, I will still have you work, like we agreed earlier. You still need a maid, after all. But you'll live most of your days, as you have always lived them. Since you'll be experiencing two very different lives. If anyone finds out you work for me, I'll have you perish immediately. The terms I have set cannot be changed nor refuted. Triple Lutz. Do you understand? Triple Lutz. I do. Then go back to your town. After those last words, I saw the world around me spin once again, and I was teleported back to my hometown. And it was as if nothing happened. I later found out that everyone in the town was made to believe I had been found 10 miles away from the town. I couldn't really say what happened to me. So everyone treated it as if I had been controlled by a witch and lured away. My father, concerned, had the Adventurers Guild doubled the security measures in the town, which included him constantly surveilling my every move during the day, which meant I was only able to teleport back to the Filorgania castle during the night. Every night, service took me away. Even after years had passed, we continued this routine. Triple Lutz, he would appear in my room at midnight. He would appear in my room right at midnight. Triple Lutz. Hello, Dory. Hello, Dory. Hey. Each day you resemble more and more my undead cards, you know. Triple Lutz. Are you sure you still wish to work for me? You get your nights back. And those same nights, I can't help but feel truly alive. I'll be fine. Triple Lutz. If you say so. Let's go. Yes, Master. Bittersweet ending. Stuck in between. Alright. Okay, so that's another, not really good ending. I was right. So it was take care of it to yourself. Here we go. Here's the last one, Triple Lutz. Alright. I stepped forward and got in front of everyone, putting myself between the heroes and the villains. And I took a deep breath. Listen here. Now listen here. Triple Lutz. Triple Lutz. My father couldn't tell it was me. And that was for the best. And that was for the best. I was already doing this. I was still going back. Your son. Your son is. I took him. That's right. You. See this blood? That's right. It's his. I killed him. And now you'll never see him again. People nuts. You hag. You'll die. Monster. Witch. Biatch. Men, prepare your weapons. People nuts. I won't. I won't let you. I won't let you hurt anyone here. At that moment, gravity broke. Huh? What is happening? It must be her. She must be a witch. You bitch. You'll pay for what you did. People nuts. It took me a few seconds to realize that this was my doing. Am I the one doing this? Why am I? No, you're a witch. I've never been capable of doing anything with my magic. Not only was it forbidden in my village, it was never powerful enough to even lift a book. Not even my family knew this. I would have been killed. Still, I was barely capable of grasping at the reality in front of me. The reality that all of this was my doing. I know how to get them down, not without. Shh. As your service. Now listen well, and no one will die. Raise your hand, extending your fingers. People nuts. Like this? Good. Now, point each one of your fingers towards a different man. There's 5 of them. That should be easy. Imagine that between the tip of your fingers and each man there is a thread. You're going to pull them down by lowering your hand. Slowly. You don't want to kill them, right? I don't. Of course. That's perfect. Then be as gentle as you can be. As Master Service told me, I pictured the threads connecting between my fingers and the 5. I lowered my hand little by little, making sure no man would have a quick fall. Until they all landed at the ground, on their feet, non-injured. Despite me being able to see the mom screaming insults, all I could hear at the moment was Service voice. Now here's the fun part. Picture the strings and each coming out of a man. And now, turn each of their strings into several cords, connecting to their legs and arms. Their limbs in your control. That seems tricky. It is, but I trust you. People lot. I did exactly as Master Service told me. It's like I'm a puppeteer. That's perfect. But the last step, turn them around and make them leave. People lot. Yes, Master. Yes, Master. I can feel how each of my slender fingers have taken control of the man in front of me, including my father. I can feel it all. from head to toe. Words flowing through their limbs, connecting to their joints. Picturing imaginary strings that took full control of them. I carefully moved my fingers as to test what said action would do to them, and I saw all of them tremble and lose their balance, as if having forgotten how to walk. What is happening? The hag! He's controlling us! Pull yourselves together. Okay. You're picturing all of them standing up and leaving. Whatever you imagine, you can make it happen. I'll try. I did exactly as he said, and this time, the men moved as I wished for them to do so, regardless of how I move my fingers. What are you doing? Control yourselves. I can't. My body's moving on its own. Arr! You hag. We'll be back. I'll avenge my son, and I will destroy you. I'll kill you. People nuts. Thud. An outside Maid by the door, closing Maid, everyone's heart skip a beat. So loud. And then sob and smack that dog. That big just for you. The price I must pay for being a dragon. Master Service. You're back to you're not scary for him. Having to look scary and menacing is so hard for me to do these days. If I have to, I'll put on an amazing performance. But it's all show anyway. And I must say, you had quite the amazing performance there. Truly impressive. You're amazing. I knew you could do it. Service, hold on. I'm barely touching the ground. Oh, my apologies. I can't help being this proud of you. That was quite a display of power. Did you plan the blood part? Did you plan the blood part? No. I came up with that idea in the moment. Still impressive. No one died, and the fear you managed to cause will surely spread. An evil deed with zero deaths. To be able to create such a narrative within seconds. Quite devilish, if you ask me. But no one died. Could have had a little more time. People nuts. Alright. Here's the truth. You three have become quite the murder hobos. Triple nuts. But I like the murder hobos. How am I supposed to rule over the world if everyone is dead? You see, I was wondering in what ways I'd be able to bring a more sensible side to us. A side that doesn't jump to destroying whatever is in its way, but a capable and intelligent side, capable of spreading fear without causing too much chaos. We're not here to spread chaos, I guess. That is, if that person would enjoy spreading fear alongside us, of course. Triple nuts. I never imagined I'd be able to lie. I never imagined I'd be able to lie to my father like that. At first, I was afraid I wouldn't be able to act at all. But once I did, triple nuts. Well, hearing my father in such a way. Was it fun? It really was. It really was. It really was. I can't do it anymore. I'm having trouble a bit with my voice. The point of no return. True though. Triple your tail. Grr. Anyway, congratulations, Adori. Adori? Adori? I'm going to call her Adori too. Adori. Adori the Maid. Or Adori the Witch. I think both work with me. So, I never really considered myself a proper witch in the past. You are now. Well then, where were we? My dear Adorinda. I want to spread fear across the world and to help those like us. Will you join me? Will you join me? People nuts. Yes. Yes. Yay. I'm glad. You triple nuts, I guess. Then let us celebrate. Huh? Fajro, has everyone gathered at the main hall? Yes, Master. Well, let's get going. It's time to party. I was headed towards a giant room with many tables, all filled with various villains, and a small one at the end. So the smaller table was on higher ground than the others, placing it as more important. As I followed Master Sorbis through the room, the various villains waved at me and greeted me with courtesy. Come. I prepared a fifth chair for you. Tonight, I want you to feel welcome by all of us. I want you to feel like you're at home. People, lots. And this party is all for you. To be fair, no matter what, you would have been part of it. But on the men. I don't like to let meat go two ways. No, don't be too dark with her yet. She'll still need time in that aspect. It's alright, I don't mind. It's actually a fun change of pace. Oh. Despite your looks, you're not so innocent. We all could tell. What? I suppose I'm quite foul myself. I suppose I'm quite foul myself. You have no idea how joyful I am to hear you say that. Adorinda, let us taint this world together. Triple nuts. Yes. To paint it in our image. Yes. Come now, laugh with me. Eh? Don't be shy. There is no shame in rejoicing and fun. Okay, I can't do that. There we go. Oh, now you're embracing it. Sorry. That was wonderful. Yes. Well now, let's toast. He handed me an old-looking cup that would normally contain alcohol. I was surprised to find it had Muttering said, "Everyone, guards, friends, all partners, calm. With service order, every villain in the room, turn around. Tonight we welcome to our family the newest addition to date. Everyone, meet Adorinda Fulerganya." Hi. Our crowd began cheering and clapping, all receiving me with open arms. Never before I had felt so welcomed. From the clapping zombie guard to the cheering demons. There were monsters that I have never seen before. To the point that I didn't even knew what they were. Welcome to the family. Now, let us celebrate. Let us rejoice. Cheers. Cheers. Kamay. Cheers. Triple Lutz. Cheers. Nice. There we go, the best ending. The villain's Maid. Have to press. Nope, automatic. I didn't press anything. That was really cool. I enjoyed this one. Of course, it does have horror, but it's more like lighthearted at all. And it's really cool. I really had fun with it. I really like the characters. Not gonna lie. Really well written. Because I really like all the characters. But unfortunately, if I have to pick, also that's cute. But I have to pick, I'm gonna go with Fajro. Because, look at that. Look at that. Very cute dragon. Would absolutely protect. Thank you for reading. No problem. It was a really good one. I also like the art sound. Adorinda reminds me a lot of like being a preview protagonist and things, I would say, but yeah. Very cool story. Very lighthearted. A little bit. In comparison to all horrors that I have played so far. I mean Cafe Dreamland is also highlighted. So yeah, I enjoyed the story. There might be some few errors, but it's only just like minor or even micro. And I really like the writing. So it's very cute, I would say about it. And I enjoyed it till the end, even every other end. Like every other dead end as well. Still, that was a really great visual novel I have made so far. So I'll be uploading this alongside with 2 other games, I guess. You might see it already, of course. But yeah, which is mostly YNFG. Traversing with friends, and I had a number of those. So yeah, still, I enjoyed it. Music choices are really nice, I guess. But also, like, again, the art, really great. I enjoyed it. So hard. I mean, the writing is also art and very hard. Really true. So yeah, that's it for the Villains Maid. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I'll see you into another game. So, bye bye. And make stars guide you.